Yo, what is up, you guys? I'm DeAndre.
I'm Javonte.
And welcome back for another Dre and J review. And today we're reviewing the recent episode of WandaVision. Now, it was the fourth episode of the series so far that was released last Friday. And this one starts out like from the start. It's crazy. You have the blip and with everyone coming back, and which brings back Monica Rambeau, who's in the hospital waiting for her mom, who she finds out died, 2 years prior due to her cancer. And it's just like, from that moment, it's like sad. Like it's emotionally like, it's very emotional. It's very sad. It's one thing to, get snapped away and miss 5 years, but also to, you realize that the people that you love or, left behind died. It's a crazy scenario for the whole blip situation, because a lot of people either moved on to, new lives with new wives or new families and shit, and other people died. So it's just a crazy thing when you start thinking about the world that the MCU currently takes place in now, after the whole snap and the blip. So it's just crazy from that point. And so this episode is a really good filler episode. It really ties in and connects everything that happened in the episodes prior. All the questions that you wanted to know in the previous 3 episodes were answered in this episode. As far as the drone or the toy helicopter that was found in the bush, which was actually a drone. And then, the beekeeper is actually a shield, or was an agent who got, kind of his appearance changed as he got sucked into Wanda's world. So, okay. And then Monica Rambeau, now she gets sucked into that world as well because she's investigating along with, FBI agent Jimmy Woo. I can't think of his name who plays him, but yeah. Where's the Henry Woo?
It's true.
Jimmy Woo? Yeah. Jimmy Woo. So, Jimmy Woo is the guy who was the FBI agent in Ant-Man and the Wasp. You see Monica get sucked into this world. It turns out like this town is kind of shielded off from it because like a lot of people on the outside of this little bubble area, they don't know about the town or the people that are missing from that town specifically. And we see a lot of things that are new to the MCU, such as SWORD, the agency, which was founded by Monica's mother, Maria Rambeau. And that's just an interesting tie-in as well. But yeah, this episode was really a filler episode. It really connected a lot of the dots from the previous 3 episodes. We had Darcy return from the Thor series, played by Kat Dennings. And, she just provides this comical element on screen, especially when she realizes that, this WandaVision world is kind of a sitcom when she sees it on TV. And, that was probably the highlight of the episode for me, for sure, is just seeing her and Agent Woo's character, how they just interacted with the show. They kind of immersed themselves like the audience was, and they were invested in it like we were when we initially watched it. And they had the same questions that we had as well. Just like you see Woo, who has this whiteboard and he's just writing all these questions. Like, what is Vision alive? Does this take place in time, space, in our reality? Why the hexagon? And he just has all these lists of questions that, we as the audience have as well. So I just thought that was really cool, way to get connected with the series and connected with those characters as well, because they, connect themselves with the audience. But yeah, this episode, I'll let you go. What do you think?
I enjoyed the episode. I think you said a lot of good things. I think the blip to start off with was it was nice to see a different point of view. Since the only time we've heard about the blip was through Spider-Man, kind of with characters coming back, and I think this gave more of a reality sense to it, where it was like horror in some way for a lot of people, like seeing people panicking, running through the hospital, people just popping about random, all in kind of places, and freaking out, like where are they, what's going on. So I think that gave like a nice different outlook to it. I think that was nice to have that compliment, just because it compliments the MCU in general. Like I said before, I think Marvel does a great job when it comes to connecting their films and now their shows and connecting everything together and giving you a reason to go back and watch certain things. And like he said, Monica Rambeau was it was sad seeing her, come back when her mom has passed, but it was dope seeing her connection to more what happened with the blip and how it affected her. I think it was kind of dope because we saw that with a lot of our Avengers characters, how they were affected in Endgame by the blip and everything that was going on. So it was cool to see another character who was affected and see what they were going through at the time. He said a lot. As far as what else did you say? I think that's about the blip. About that blip, that's why I think about the blip. And about the filler, I think it was great. Oh, about the episode, I think it was a good episode. My favorite by far. I think this episode gets people back in or can keep you in if you're on the verge of leaving and not want to watch the show. I know some people don't like the show at all like that. And the fourth episode is a little bit different for them. So I think this episode is going to keep you around because it does explain things and give you some snacks for your hard work of sticking around. It gives you some payoff with all the details and the small things that you get to find out and stuff like that.
And
so
callbacks to like characters who.
Yeah, callbacks to characters. You get that fan service. You'll see characters like, oh, okay, I know where they're from, and you know what I mean, which Marvel does a great job of. And that's what I think. Going to
it. And yeah, this episode had a very specific dark moment. And it honestly, when you look at it, it's like, shit, like, I don't remember Marvel ever... Like, Marvel has this dark moment, so this definitely is one of those moments where, it's up there. But it's where after... so they revisit the scene where Scarlet Witch, gets rid of Monica and sends her, back to reality. And, she sends that bitch flying, like, through walls and shit, like, just be gone. But yeah, she turns around, and, like, first thing I noticed Vision, like, he's kind of, like, gray. Like, from the back, he started looking a little darker compared to Wanda, and then that's, it shows Wanda's, she ends up looking at him, and it's just Vision's fucking corpse with the hole still from... the hole's still there when Thanos ripped the fucking stone out, and that shit was just fucking creepy. Like, I'm gonna be completely... Like, it caught me off guard. I was like, holy shit, like, I did not need to see that. Yeah, it was just disturbing, man. It's just... Especially just seeing him talk, and, like, you just try to, like, see his eyes, they're just blank, and, you can definitely tell that there's no soul there. Like, he's good. Like... For anyone who had questions about whether Vision was still alive or that Wanda brought him back to life, did she bring him back to life? Yes, kind of in a spiritually kind of way. But that motherfucker dead. Like, he's officially dead. Like, gone.
Yeah, I agree. Seeing that scene was kind of dope. It was dope seeing that scene. It freaked me out too, but seeing the scene was dope just because it shows the MCU had some stakes and what's been done is done. And there's no way he's coming back. And seeing him, he's fucked up. He ain't coming back. It's rough. The hole in the head is big as hell. It's just like, damn. But I think it also gives it's also creepy because it's like, okay, so now we know that Vision's not alive, so she's not like in this happy place with Vision. It's literally just her in this happy place with a corpse of Vision running around playing house. So I think it makes it a little bit creepier, the whole story and everything like that. So I think that was dope to see. But I still said the same thing I said last week. I think Wanda's going to be the villain of this show at the end of it. And I think this is building towards Wanda being a future villain of the MCU.
See, I think sure after watching this episode, I can believe it a little bit more now that Wanda potentially could be the villain of this show. But I think there's still a bigger part. I still think there's someone else pulling the strings. I think it might be Mephisto or Nightmare. Any of them motherfuckers. Mephisto, I'll say this because I remember there was was reading up and doing some research, and there was actually this episode in episode 2. Um, God, I can't. Let me see if I can find it. But anyway, like Mephisto ties into WandaVision because first off, Wanda giving birth to her kids. In the comics, she actually like drew fragments from Mephisto were used to make WandaVision's kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think that he plays a part. And also when they were going into the missing townspeople, and they had like the whiteboard, and they were connecting like who was who. There was 2 people that were missing that they didn't find, which was Agnes and what's her name, the one that broke her hand on the glass. So they're both like they don't have any identities right now.
Yeah,
but
no, I can see that. I mean, I can see that too. But I don't know. I mean, because them kids really ain't there, so they just pretend honestly. They're just visions. She ain't seen it. They ain't even no kids.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think she'll be the end game. I think she'll be the villain of the show at the end because I think it just makes sense for Marvel to be able to go from here to where they want to do with Doctor Strange and future films with Wanda being officially who she is, because she's a villain in when it comes to the Marvel universe. As far as like comics and cartoons, she's always been a villain. So I think it's an easy way to tie her in and maybe connect her with Magneto and Professor X and stuff like that. I think you could just do a lot with that, to be honest. Because I think Marvel's thinking differently now than they were. Maybe I'm sure Kevin Feige's always ahead of the game, so I'm sure he was thinking about this show years in advance already. Like, I want something like this. But I think the fact that Marvel owns Fox now and owns so many properties, I think it kind of makes you go back, especially a guy like Kevin Feige, and think like, okay, damn, well, now we have this, so now we can, because Marvel's done a great job, and Marvel built the whole universe on basically curving around certain problems. Like they use certain situations to make films, which they made great films out of their situation because they had certain properties they didn't own. Like, they didn't own the X-Men, they didn't own Fantastic Four, they didn't own these characters. And a lot of these characters are the foundation. You know what I mean? Like, the foundation to a lot of these other characters and a lot of these other things. Like, so to see what they've done with the characters and stuff like that, to this point, I think that now that they have all these characters from Fox as well, I think it makes you think, okay, well, now since we have Fox, we can go into this direction. And eventually we're going to have to bring the X-Men in. So what better way to bring the X-Men in than through WandaVision?
I just think it's too soon to bring them niggas in. But I will say...
but it's not, you have to bring them in soon. It's literally be a build-up.
Yeah. I mean, this is the reference I actually saw. Okay, so in the second episode... and if you guys rewatch the second episode, but there's one of the neighbors, she says the devil is in the details. And then Agnes, she says that's not the only place where he is and all that. And then she always mentions her husband Ralph, although Ralph hasn't never been seen on screen. So I'm just saying, maybe Mephisto is the one pulling the strings and kind of playing, in Wanda's head. I mean, I think Wanda, sure, she has a lot of control over what's going on, but I think that's more of a ploy. Like, Mephisto wants her to have all this control, and wants to let her think has all this control, like kind of like she's playing her like she's a pawn in his game. So I just think there's something like that going on, more sinister.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that. I guess I don't know. When I look at it, man, I see when I look at Wanda and WandaVision, I don't know. I don't know. I guess that could be true. But I think at the end of the day, this show's gonna have to have Vision save the day. I think Vision's got to. I think Vision's already. I don't think he knows. I think he knows what's going on. I think he's been known, but he didn't have the information. Couldn't process it all because the first time he tried to call some stuff that didn't sound right, she just rewinded on him.
But wait, how could he know what's going on if he's dead?
Because I think he's gonna. I think remember we saw a little part of the trailer where he's like. He touches that chick comes like, no, she's like, you're supposed to be dead. I don't think he even knows he's dead. Yeah. I think she done created this reality to even hit him in his mind, even though he's not there, which sounds weird. But So he thinks like, oh, okay, everything's good. I think he's gonna pop out the portal, and then he's gonna get out, and he's gonna fall to the ground, and he's dead once he leaves the portal, because he's only alive in there. So I think he's gonna realize while he's alive in there, to her mind, I know it sounds all kind of weird and trippy, but I think he's gonna realize in there eventually, like, this ain't real, like, this is not real, and then he's gonna realize, oh, I'm actually dead. Like, I think that's gonna bring it all, like, okay, what's really going on? So I think eventually Vision's gonna be the one that have to uncover all that. I think Vision's the one gonna be able to get to her head. Because Vision have to let her know, like, hey, you gotta move on with your life. Because I don't think nobody's gonna get to her head, especially with Wanda being so OP.
I think it's gonna be the one and only Doctor Strange that comes in and helps Wanda out. That's my prediction. I think it's gonna be Doctor Strange. I know you think because he's the most obvious choice that it won't be.
It's like Star Wars, Mandalorian. They brought Luke Skywalker. It wasn't a choice that you thought about.
Yeah.
I think Doctor Strange would be cool. But I think Doctor Strange kind of predicted. People think, because they're already connecting their universe. People are thinking, oh, Doctor Strange, Doctor Strange. I think you could bring Professor X in and Magneto. Or Professor X by himself with Cyclops. Or Professor X just by him doing his own thing.
But I'm just saying, if this
and you can work your way right there. You don't have to get that much Professor X on yourself. But you can say have him there for a second with the wheelchair.
But if it's Mephisto, nigga, Professor X can't deal with no fucking Mephisto. That's a Doctor Strange assignment right there.
Professor X up there.
Man, he can't deal with
my God, bro. Professor X pretty up there when it comes to OP-ness.
Yeah, but he can't deal with no fucking Mephisto.
I'm just saying, if you...
That's dark magic, nigga.
Scarlet Witch is an X-Men character. So what better way to introduce the X-Men through her? To start off with. Not even get all the way in details, but eventually you're talking about... You're saying earlier it's too soon to do the X-Men, but how's it too soon?
Huh?
How's it too soon to do the X-Men? This will really be a setup for a movie like 5 years from now.
Well, I'm just saying
2025, 2026.
We just started out phase 4 right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying I think
but there's no heavy hitters in phase 4. To be honest,
I know that's what I'm saying. I think if they're gonna pull out some X-Men shit, it will be at the end of phase 4, not beginning. I think close when we get to like Fantastic Four in that shit. Sure.
Fantastic Four coming out. That's already 2022, isn't it?
Yeah, 2022.
But the thing also, X-Men is different. Like than these other characters we've seen. X-Men there's so many X-Men out there. You low-key can do different things with different ones.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see X-Men right
I just look at Marvel. I look at what's all happening with Chadwick Boseman and getting rid of Iron Man and Captain America. We're talking about bringing characters back. I just think they've lost a lot of heavy hitters, and Marvel still has that credibility, but the heavy hitters are gone. So where's your heavy hitter gonna come from?
Yeah,
that you can rely on. Hey, this is the one that people going. I mean, Fantastic Four gonna be like, they got a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths from the past. So
yeah. But
so
I don't know. I think I said this last week. I'm gonna say it again this week. It's gonna be Doctor Strange that has to come in and fix this shit. Also, like just looking at the the trailers, I think that they're the people on the outside, the little sword division and the agents and all that, they're about to get wrecked by Wanda. Because I just remember in the trailer where they had all these military people storming in, and Wanda's like, this is our home, and Vision's like, then let's fight for it. So, they gonna fuck. Promo. The promo, they gonna fuck they shit up. So,
you know what I'm saying? There's no way if Wanda does some shit like that, there's no way Wanda go back to being good. It is what it is. She can't go back to being good.
Shit, nigga, Loki did all that shit.
Loki was never good though. Good. Loki had a moment a moment of goodness. He never was good. He had a moment. How's Loki good? Huh? He had a moment of goodness. Yeah. Even when he was good, he did it for his own reason. Besides the Endgame, that's the only time he was genuinely shitty.
Black Panther's talking about bringing back Killmonger. What if they bring his?
Killmonger was different.
How's that different?
Killmonger had a different point of view. He wasn't a bad guy. He had a different point of view than Black Panther. They had the same message. They just had different ways to go about it. He wasn't trying to kill people. Just let's fuck it up just to fuck it up. I'm not doing it for my selfish reasons. He was doing it for black people all around. He wasn't doing it just for himself. It was a selfish reason why he was doing what he was doing. He just took a Malcolm X approach. That's all.
Okay.
That's all it is.
But yeah, I mean, there's
same message.
Yeah, I guess there's still a lot to see with WandaVision for sure. My message. First off, also I want to the inner RA in me is kind of speaking this out, but where are the fucking Avengers? Like, where are the rest of the Avengers at? Like, Wanda over here lost her damn brother, lost her man. Where y'all niggas at?
Nigga, there is no Avengers.
Where y'all niggas at? I'm just saying, but goddamn Hawkeye, any of them motherfuckers, where y'all niggas at?
Retirement.
I don't know. Somebody just to call them. Somebody call up Wanda and just check in on her because she gone crazy now. She's gone crazy.
But think about it, nobody even knows where this place is. Remember, outside people don't even have a memory of this place.
Yeah.
So nobody knows this place even exists.
I get that. I'm just saying.
And the Avengers are in retirement, bro. The Avengers didn't break up.
Well, I'm just saying, if niggas would have helped Wanda grieve better. Maybe this would never happen.
You tripping? Because I remember at the end of Endgame, Hawkeye literally sat there and had a talk with her 1-on-1 about, hey, they had a whole long talk about shit like that. Because he lost his best friend.
Okay, one talk, nigga. You gotta keep that conversation going. You just can't have one talk and then end it there. Anyway.
All I'm saying is, who else did you want her to talk to?
Shit, anybody. Nigga.
Iron Man dead.
Anybody.
Everyone grieving. Iron Man done died.
Anybody.
I mean, Spider was grieving. You'll see him just tearing up shit.
Literally. Anybody.
Nah, you give excuses.
You could talk to anybody.
You give excuses to Wanda.
Wanda, if you're watching this review, just know.
You give her excuses.
Wanda, stop it.
My man.
Get some help.
My man Iron Man died. Spider-Man was still having to do things. He was grieving a little bit. He fucked up almost.
Okay, and guess what? Iron Man had Happy to help him out, right?
And Wanda had a Hawkeye. That's like her best friend. You better go back to Civil War. Civil War, who's want to come save her?
I'm just saying.
Who's the closest one she with?
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, Cap could have helped her, but he decided.
Cap old.
That's what I'm saying. He decided to be selfish and go back in time and shit.
Oh, you wrong. Cap being selfish, huh?
Hell yeah.
My man Cap really finally got a life for himself. He needed to go get a life, bro. Cap was doing everything for everybody else.
Nigga.
When did Cap not sacrifice himself for the team?
Nigga, everything happens for a reason.
He literally.
You were meant to go down in that ice.
I'm not trying to get off topic. But let's be real. Cap was in Endgame in his free time when the world was fucking turned to shit. This man's over in fucking community centers talking to people, having counseling meetings. He had to do that. That's just how good Cap is. Okay. He don't get no damn counseling. He don't give counseling. He don't even counseling mean talking about people's lives.
Okay.
Because he still has to help people.
Yeah.
So he's built.
You can't do any other. There's nothing else to do. I mean,
he could like the rest of the motherfuckers just did it. Hey, you go. Hey, fuck it. I'm gonna go find a woman, just lay down, just chill.
No, because that's not Cap. Cap doesn't do that shit. Cap doesn't have a life outside of.
That's what I'm saying. So he finally got a life, and you tripping off my man. My man had life since the 70s.
He was selfish anyway.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. What you gonna say?
Well, I'm gonna get off that because I'm going on a rampage. You gonna get mad at me for running the video. But what I was saying is, also I think we talk a lot about inclusion with women and women in the MCU and stuff. And I think the MCU does it. It hasn't got no credit yet. I heard nobody talk about it. But let's be honest, all the foundations have pretty much been built by women. From Sword being built by Maria Rambeau. And then you had Shield built by
Peggy Carter.
At
least know the names, man.
You're going mind blank right now. But all I'm saying is you have a lot of these. The foundation has been built by women. So I think that's a dope thing that Marvel has done. That's very low key. It doesn't people don't think about it, but it's dope that they're doing that. I think it's one of the ways that Marvel's done a lot of inclusion. It's not here, look, we put it here, we put it here, we put it here. But it's like they've done these things. It's just like a slow, chill, laid back, and this is what we're doing. And I think people haven't talked about it enough, but I think that's dope what Marvel's doing. So for inclusion, they've done some great things, having the women, build these programs that are successful. So that's dope.
All right. That was a good note to end it off, Javonte. Good shit.
I couldn't end off your bullshit. Talking my man Cap like that. Just my man Cap like that.
Nigga, fuck
you see, he coming back. Bring my man's back.
Coming back as an old man. Fuck it.
Hey, you see that Black Panther?
What Black Panther?
Ryan Coogler's production company.
Oh yeah, the spinoff. Yeah,
I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but Ryan Coogler, I trust him.
Honestly, Black Panther is kind of like
Killmonger's new Black Panther. He's coming back.
I mean, but even if he's the new Black Panther, it's like
it's not the same.
It's not the same. It's just I just feel like that's forced.
That's Disney fault for not wanting to recast.
I mean, yeah. But
I think you should have pushed that bitch back around 5 years.
Yeah, recast. I mean, yeah, they should have definitely pushed it back, and I would have considered recasting
Disney.
But
you're listening. Go get my man's Yadi, whatever his name from Aquaman.
Yahya Abdul.
That's the guy, bro. Go get Yahya.
No.
Yahya. What wrong with Yahya?
No, I'm just saying he's good. I don't know.
Yahya's good, bro. He got better with every movie. He's getting a lot more film love. Yahya is the perfect guy you want. Nice build, tall, slim, like Chadwick Boseman. You're gonna be good. That's who you want. Yahya.
We went from a WandaVision episode.
I must have to get my opinion about. I saw the Black Panther stuff. I had to bring my opinion, but y'all go get y'all.
We doing all over the place. Anyway, let us know down below what your thoughts were on this week's episode of WandaVision. What were your reactions to the big, shocker at the end? And be sure to like, subscribe, and deuces.
Take care, guys.